Welcome to the 16-ounce Cinema Podcast.
Hello and welcome to 16-ounce Cinema. I'm TJ and I'm here with just Michael.
Hello, I am just Michael.
So we're doing a little quick special episode. Angus has got no internet.
And it's only going to be quick because TJ doesn't watch pornography, so we're not going to go on a 20-minute porn tangent about our favorite foot scenes, I believe.
Right, the last time one of us wasn't here, which was me. It's also not going to be funny at all because without Angus, Mike and I are just...
Oh, we are two boring dudes. I didn't think about this at all. Wow, this is actually... Yeah, it's completely true.
No color commentary, no one-liners.
No zingers.
Nothing good.
No one to ignore because we're right here in front of each other. Well, this is going to be... now it's going to be you and Angus who's going to need to be together to do it.
You're right. We're going to have to round that out somehow.
I'm going to be super jealous. Because me and Angus have a show coming up, too. That's going to be solo, probably, right?
No.
Oh. Oops. Oh, no. It's weirder because TJ's in front of me for me to say that. So he looked me in the eye.
Something's just been going on behind my back.
Sad eyes that he just gave me.
Some 16-ounce treachery.
Well, because TJ, he takes a little siesta for like December for his family something.
Yeah, so for the holidays.
I thought me and Angus would get some going on, so we'll see.
So we're both drinking Sweetwater Extra Pale Ale.
I'm disappointed because I should have stopped by the beer store and bought overly expensive beer just so it'd be cool to name them on the show. But this is actually really one of my favorite IPAs, so it's perfect.
It's not an IPA. It's just the regular, the extra pale ale, not their India pale ale.
Yeah, all right. What's the difference between a pale ale and an India pale ale?
Well, their IPA is incredibly dry, and I don't like it. So I actually really like this. What's there? There's an error on the can. Drink 'em if you got 'em. Can condition for fresher taste. Check the date on the bottom of your can. But I've already opened my can.
So
We also drank Island Coastal Lager tonight.
That was awful because it came right after this one, so that was garbage.
Oh, see, I was drinking them first. That's one of my favorite lagers.
You did give me a whiskey that was pretty alright.
That was Widow Jane. That's an $80 bottle.
That was pretty alright.
That's pretty alright.
You know what I did? Okay, you know what I did last week? I threw out, I don't know if I told you this, I threw out 5 bottles of whiskey at the same time.
Just because they've been open for so long?
Well, no, I drank them. I eventually drank them down.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, I bought, it took me like a year to go through all these, so it's not like I'm a crazy alcoholic. But, like, I literally had them, like, in my hands, hugging them like I'm a child or, like, they're my children. And I was just like, this is, because I had 3 of them, then I'm like, well, let me see what else I have that I haven't drank for a while. And then I had the Leperhog thing. I think that's how you say it. It's the one that tastes like
the peaty one, right?
The peaty one. The one that tastes like leather shoes, basically. You know?
So these were not cheap bottles.
No, they were all like at least $80, and then also the Hayden something, the bourbon that's like $50.
Basil Hayden's.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. So that was the only bourbon. So I did that last week, so that was super fun. Is this only 3 minutes in? I'm already uncomfortable.
It is only 3 minutes in. Oh my God. I thought we were like 10.
I thought we were at least 7, 8 minutes in.
Imagine how our listeners feel.
I'm
like,
so sorry.
God, these 2 guys. Finish your throwing away bottles.
Oh, yeah. So I felt like I had 3 of them on the counter, like right on top of my dishwasher, and I was just like, I didn't want to throw them out. I just wanted to look at them for a while for some reason.
I do that too. I have a wine rack that's actually just full of old whiskey bottles.
I actually just recently bought a bunch of wine just so my wine rack wasn't empty. So like and then I opened one of the bottles and I drank a quarter of it and now it's old because it's been 2 weeks.
You got to drink them quick.
At least
they have the little vacuum seals. You can get a little bit of more days out of it.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm roommates with a dude, so it's not like me and him are just gonna hang out and drink fucking wine together, probably. So, but anyway, yeah. So then I had that, and after those 3, I had the Leperhog, and then I had another one. It was the Japanese whiskey.
I feel it can't be Leperhog.
Leperhog. Yeah,
that sounds like the name of a beer.
Do we have any Scottish fans? I don't know how to say it.
Leperhog?
Yeah,
it's like Scottish or Welsh.
Ooh, hello. We have a friend.
Of course, you always have to come in.
Hello. Welcome.
She can tell you how to pronounce Leperhog.
To 16-ounce Cinema. Oh yeah, how do you say that?
Why are you mad at me? I was just
No one's mad at you.
Mad at you.
Fucking with you. No, tell us that you're already here.
How do you say that? It's Lefroig?
No.
The scotch. The peaty scotch.
Oh, it's Lafroige.
What?
Bye.
I think she did that just to
She
fuck
dropped
with
a
me.
knowledge bomb on us, bro.
Lafro-
She's out.
Lafroige? I
The
can't.
Froge.
That's not Scottish at
We'll
all.
have to rewind it and then, we can't because.
Oh my god. Nah, I like it way less.
Was
now
it
because of that
Scottish
name.
or is it like a Welsh word, but in a Scotch?
I don't know the difference between those
Oh my
peoples.
god, let's sub it. So you threw away the bottles.
Yeah, after I drank them all, they were all empty.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not an animal, so yeah. Now I have. Since I have a roommate, I have all this money that just magically comes to me every month without
Magically
working.
delicious.
At times, I'm gonna go to the liquor store and buy probably at least 3 bottles of whiskey. That's overly expensive, and it's gonna be great.
I'm glad we don't routinely do this together because I'm almost done with my beer that I just opened 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, and
just
I have
out
to-
of anxiety
I have
and
a
fidgeting.
35-minute drive, so it's so good that I'm.
We're also last time we did this, we were in my kitchen.
No,
I
I'm
had
sitting,
a laptop.
I'm sitting Indian style on your
But
fucking
yeah,
couch
the
in front
laptop
of a giant TV.
crashed, so we're in front of the 60-inch TV staring at our wavelength, and our knees are just about touching.
And we
And
occasionally.
we're both anxious energy chugging our beers.
And you and your wife both are wearing jeans with holes in them, which
These
is,
are our comfy around the house jeans.
But,
they
are
kept your
they-
old jeans because they're really
are they
broken
on
in and
purpose?
comfy.
On
No,
okay,
no.
hers were on purpose though. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. That's a woman jeans, but
Yeah.
my jeans are properly worn, and I don't wear them in public because they're busted, but they're super comfy.
So we watched 2 movies today.
We watched
one today.
one movie today, but we figured since Angus wasn't around, we wanted to talk about another movie that he wouldn't want to talk about.
Although we both think he would like. I think he would like.
Well, we'll get to that one
We're
next.
watching. Oh yeah. So we just finished Doom Annihilation, the new Doom movie.
Which we figured would be very appropriate to the show.
Yeah, it's a shitty movie, a video
It's
game
a
adaptation.
Yeah, if you see the trailer, you know it's a shitty video game adaptation directed by nobody with nobody in it. I was even saying do you think they auditioned or did they just ask the cast members, "Hey, are you free this Saturday or free every Saturday for the next 8 weeks?"
And most of them said yes,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
Yeah,
that's,
they're like,
shocking.
"Yeah, sure."
That's
That's how they got their cast.
mm-hmm. That's about all I have to say about the movie, I think.
Well,
Walk us through it.
let's get through it. Okay, so
yeah.
first, naturally, the plot is the same. It's, they're doing the teleportation experiments on Phobos, the Martian moon.
B-level Dr. Weir shows up. He's the
Totally.
he's the
Named
teleporter.
Dr. Bertruger after the villain in Doom 3, Doom 3
okay.
Resurrection.
They all had names from
They
movies,
dropped so many
from
names. They had
video
the
games.
Wolfenstein guy named.
Dr. Blakovich or Blakowicz or something
They
like
name
that.
dropped John Carmack as
main-
a dead
The
scientist.
main character is named Jonah Dark from
Jonah
the Perfect Dark series, which was cool.
Which is inexplicable.
Inexplicable, but only because she also acted like the Jonah Dark from the movie, from the video games. Like she shot like a character who can't jump, like I said in the movie. She didn't jump at all. Oh no, she did at the end. She started jumping at the
She
demons.
did start jumping at the
All
end.
right, so
We'll
she
get to
learned.
that.
It was like a part 3. All right.
Yeah. It's like do you jump in the newest Doom game? I haven't played that one. That's a shame.
Oh,
but
actually,
I'm
so
not up on
the
my
newest Doom game is apparently super duper amazing. Even but I haven't played it. I haven't.
Oh.
I actually paid $60 for it, and now it's on sale for $10, and I still haven't played it.
No.
And they're making a sequel to it because it was so super successful and good. But I heard nothing but great
Super
things.
arcadey after the survival horror of the last.
Yeah, basically. It's just a great shoot 'em up where you just have to go balls to the wall. Not like this movie at all.
No, so Doom Annihilation, it could have succeeded being balls to the wall action, which it wasn't. It takes about 36 minutes
37 minutes exactly.
to actually get into it. There's way too much exposition, but
Expo what?
exposition.
Uh-huh.
And they're telling you already know the plot.
Yeah.
If you've played Doom or watched a sci-fi movie in the last
Yeah.
40 years, they're messing with teleportation. They try to explain even Sumerian because they try to do an ancient aliens angle, which I thought was just utter bullshit.
Yeah, so the alien, the demons or whatever, the demons in this movie, which are demons and zombies and like a cool Hell Knight, excuse me, at the end, do speak ancient Sumerian. It is their language that they brought to us along with writing and math or something.
The language, yeah, they said we brought you language, science, and math, and then a mindless fucking zombie tries to eat someone's face off. And I was like, there's your language, science, and math.
Yeah, so anyway, when the spaceship of doom
Those first
comes,
36 minutes,
yeah,
literally all the dialogue is exposition you've already heard before,
so
except for a subplot about the main character that is utterly unnecessary.
Oh yeah, what happened with her? Like she freed a terrorist,
She freed a terrorist.
and then she didn't
That's
really say
basically
why.
it. No, it was all totally
Yeah,
unnecessary.
so there was a kickback to it at the end, but she didn't actually explain why she did it. She just like, yeah, I did it, and then that was
But
it.
there was no arc to the character for it.
You know, it'd
There
be
was
cool
nothing.
if that terrorist was there.
Right. Oh,
That would
yeah.
have been amazing.
Yeah.
So that's a third point.
Maybe
that
that
would
character.
have made this
Well, because you said something in particular would make the movie better.
better. I thought if Method Men and Red Men were in a brig in a prison in this movie, that would just be great.
And then I said, what if they're not in it, but there's an after credits scene where they're there, just like, man, let us out.
Would have been also
And
cool.
that brings it all around. Maybe Method Man is the terrorist.
Oh wow, yeah, Mr. Pine or whatever her terrorist name was. I'm hoping that was it. We just didn't stick around for the credits. And also, I thought all the women should be in bikinis.
Yeah, well, all these actors except the main actress kind of just looked like they belonged in porn.
Yeah, the main actress just looked like a sad girl.
They looked like out of work models.
She actually
but
looked
she
like
didn't.
she looked like every like Joanna I've ever met. Kind of dumpy, but like overly bright, but almost retarded.
Well, I said she had the voice of a girl who's never dated a man who's treated her right. Which,
Also very accurate.
I can't do that voice.
So to give the movie a one-over, it was like the spaceship of a bunch of Marines land on a moon of somewhere.
Of Mars.
Of Mars.
And the
Does
teleport-
Mars have moons?
Yeah. Phobos is one of them.
I didn't know that. Okay. I just thought it was a tiny red
I
planet.
think Deimos is another.
Oh, I thought they just made
I
that
learned
shit
that
up.
from Doom, and maybe they just made that shit up. We're educated on this show. We
So,
did basic research.
So yeah, they land on the Mars planet.
And all
moon.
hell has broken loose, and by all hell we mean a lot of zombies and a lot of imps.
The other zombies because they're blue or green. Or
And their eyes are like stitched shut,
Yeah.
and they have like fangs.
Yeah.
And I was into it. Like I was like, okay. Once the action started going, it's like, okay, cool, we got zombies. But then it's 20 minutes of zombies, and then it's 20 minutes of imps. The imps were cool. I really liked them. You said
I wasn't a fan of the imps. I just thought
Yeah.
they looked like really upgraded Star Trek bad character demon things.
when they actually did shoot the flames though. The flame shots were really cool. The fireballs,
Yeah, but the fire like
but they
so
had no effect.
Yeah, the fireballs had no effect.
They should have burned the shit out of people, but they just kind of threw them back.
Yeah, it was weird.
That was disappointing. And then after the imps, spoilers. But the good thing is, this movie goes to hell.
Oh yeah.
So Joanna Dark ends up going to hell.
Mm-hmm.
And she faces off with a Hell Knight.
Yeah.
The only other Doom monster we get to see.
So we had two Doom monsters and a bunch of zombies.
The
Well, actually,
zombies
no.
count as they're.
Well,
sort
that
of
would make
monsters.
4 though, because we went to hell. Those weren't zombies. Those were some sort of like.
They were still imps.
Those things were all imps.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, they were still imps.
I thought they were like a weird another one because the imps
They
all
did look a little different.
look-
They had
yeah.
bigger skulls, but
Yeah.
They didn't look. They were closest to imps.
It doesn't matter, I guess. Just-
But yeah, so it was a reimagined Hell Knight.
Yeah. He actually looked like if you ever played you played the shit out of Oblivion, right? Didn't he
Yeah.
look like one of those Oblivion Gate characters?
Oh yeah, one of what did they call the
Bowen people.
Dagon?
Yeah.
Dagon.
Dagon Lords or something.
Yes.
You probably fucked that up, but
Yeah,
it did have a total Oblivion.
he
feel
did
to it,
look
so.
like one of those mixed with a Hell Knight mixed with Sauron.
Mm-hmm. Very Sauron-y days.
Yeah, or like the Nazgul.
I cannot state enough how much I disliked this movie. It was
But she dispatches them all too easily.
with her big fucking gun.
The big fucking gun it should have been the GFG, the green fucking gun, because all it is just any other gun that just shoots green as a one-hit kill. It's not the devastating big fucking gun.
Yeah.
And then she comes back, and the best part is...
Oh yeah, I called it too. I was like, this movie would be great if it ends by hell just coming to Earth, and that's exactly what happened.
That's how it ends.
Yeah,
it ends with hell coming to Earth, setting it up for Doom, hell on Earth.
Hell on Earth, yeah.
And I even said, like, what if this was just some sort of shitty new series where they're going to do a direct-to-video every year?
Well, I think it'd be every 2 years.
Every 2, you
Yeah,
think?
they can't.
You don't think they could crank this shit out?
No.
Dude,
They don't crank anything out every year. Name one series they keep cranking out every year.
It took them a year to do this. Not
Yeah.
quite.
But they don't crank anything.
They
every year.
announced
Take
it
their
last September, and it's here 13 months later.
I don't think they're doing it every year.
I think they could crank them out every Halloween. We could be watching a new Doom movie
as
every Halloween.
As I told you, there's absolutely zero chance I'm watching this. Except when you ask me next year to do it. And I'm like, yeah,
I mean,
okay.
I really, I
as long as you're
couldn't
attaching the other movie and beer to it.
I
it's
couldn't
fine.
recommend it to
No.
anybody.
No. It's awful.
No.
Like, it wasn't even fun. Like, it was
Yeah,
boring.
there was like
Like you said, the exposition was just nonstop, and it was just boring.
and
Everything
unnecessary because they're telling you like old cliche tropey stuff.
sucked. We should have had Angus on the phone so we can make a bunch of rape jokes.
Okay, just to brighten things up.
Yes, that would have made everything great. It wouldn't have mattered who. I don't know, just anyone.
Yeah, I really wanted to come on here and say like, oh, this was a shitty movie, but go see it because fuck it, it's balls to the wall, it's awesome. It actually goes to hell. But that's the only good thing I can say about it. It actually goes to hell for 3 minutes.
It's a shitty hell. I was just like,
Yeah, but there was
the bad guy didn't die either. That was.
The main bad guy,
Doctor-
the Dr. Bertruger.
Yeah, B-level Dr. Weir.
It was said, "You can't kill me. I'm already dead," and threw her into hell.
Yeah.
So he's still out there.
All right, let's talk about a good movie.
Oh,
okay.
but one last good thing I want to say is that the imps have the ability to steal souls.
Oh, that was
which I
fucking
thought
awesome.
was an awesome
Okay,
addition.
so there
and then
was-
she in hell, there's like a cave of souls that she sees.
That's right. So there was one really good part, and like the imps, they like grab the women by their heads, and then
Anybody, but they
they
specifically grab
target the women.
in the movie, yeah.
And they suck their soul out of their body, and as they're sucking their soul, they see images of hell show up, which is fucking awesome.
And then that's when
was
she
really
saw
cool.
the cave of souls when she went to hell.
Yeah,
and she
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, oh fuck.
That was pretty sweet, actually. So.
But yeah, no, I'd still, if I was gonna rewatch a Doom movie, I'd rewatch this over the one with The Rock.
Oh.
Just because they went to hell, and I'm so bitter against that movie for not going to hell.
I'm glad this went to hell, so I don't have to fucking hear you bitch about it.
I mean, yeah, now we've cleansed our palate. There's a Doom movie that goes to hell,
and you're happy.
And it's got a really cool cover. I'm looking at it right now.
If you were to give it a numeric score out of 7, what would you?
Out of 7?
Yeah, what would you rate it out of 7?
Okay, how about we go to 10?
Just a reasonable 10. Okay, what would you rate it out of 10?
Like I want to say 5, but it's a 4. It's got to be a 4.
All right, I was gonna say 3, so that's cool. 3 and a 4.
Yeah.
You did like it slightly more than me, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I like the hell scene.
Yeah.
You're not into the hell scene. I like the hell
I
scene.
I liked the soul sucking. I liked the hell knight becoming the hell knight in that 10-second scene.
Yeah.
And I liked her being named Joanna Dark. It was kind of cool.
So our next movie for tonight is Midsommar.
My favorite one of my top 1 or 2, my top 2 movies of this year, I think.
And I have some notes about it.
Oh, he does have
this
notes.
time. Yeah.
Cool.
So we're gonna start out. I didn't love it.
Oh no.
I don't really have a full opinion. I was waiting for us to talk.
Yeah. Give me your overall sense of it. Like, did you like the movie? You don't have to love it.
Like, so, like, to boil it down, what I would say is, like, I think it's one of those movies that if you look at as a piece of filmmaking, it's amazing.
Okay.
Like, the cinematography, and if you look at, like, if you were to rewatch it, I'm sure, like, all the imagery in the scenes, not just what you're seeing, but how you're seeing it.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, when they're on their way to the Halsengard or whatever it's called.
Did we say that we're talking about Midsommar?
Okay. They're driving down the road, and he actually, like, turns the camera crazy upside down in this almost, like, impossible shot.
Yeah.
Which is incredible, but also signifies that, like, they're going into another world.
Oh, yeah.
But then actually I had a question for you, if you had an idea. They had that's a very striking shot. But then I was thinking about it later, like, why did we need that moment where they just hang out and have that first drug trip? Because my big thing was, like, this movie is so slow, it's almost indulgent.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
And I was like, but I was like, where could you cut? And I was like, wait, what was the purpose of that?
There's no purpose. It was just cool.
Right, but, like, if you're thinking, like, they've already introduced, that shot is so big and momentous, like, now you're in a new world, but then they have this, like, almost like an antechamber.
Yeah.
Like a limbo. before
Yeah.
they go on.
I guess I mean that has isn't that something in cinema? You would know more than me, where they just take a little pause before the main course. Isn't that a thing? For me, I just thought it was fucking cool, like because the movie was almost a comedy, so like
It's a breakup movie.
sure, yeah, you could. There's a couple of different
That's
movies
like where
you
I
could
come
have
like
about it.
onto the other side of it.
Yeah,
Like
it's
you look at it as a
totally-
filmmaking thing and how
Yeah.
it's structured and how
Yeah.
it looks and how he takes basic just folk art
Yeah,
and just says, "Here's what it looks like in real life."
yeah,
Right? And he even like he doesn't hide anything from you. The very opening shot
Mhm.
is the entire movie. It's like that folk tapestry.
Oh, sure,
And it
yeah,
shows
yeah.
her like her family's
Yeah,
death
yeah,
and
yeah.
then her going on her way
Yeah.
and then the fight over the books and
Yeah.
all that and then the ending.
yeah.
The opening shot tells you the whole movie.
No, I actually watched it twice. I didn't catch that.
And then he
so,
brings.
yeah.
I saw that. I was like, "Oh, this is the movie." And then that's what happens. And he brings it to life.
Yeah,
So it's very interesting to look at it that way. But then on the other side, it's kind of like, okay, well, this is a breakup movie,
Mhm.
and it's kind of like, oh, this chick like gets out of a toxic relationship with a cheating dude, and then like gets drunk and realizes her girls are her best friends.
what? Wait, what?
think about it.
Go back. I
I'm
don't.
dead serious. Okay, so it's a breakup movie.
Sure, I absolutely. Christian and what's her name?
And well, Florence Pugh is a great actress. I just watched her not that long ago in Fighting with My Family.
She plays the perfect depressed chick. She seems
Dude.
like she's so like she's a little dumpy but still beautiful, and she's like nice, but she's so like
She
the
played
world's
Paige.
just- Paige.
The biopic about the wrestler
Oh, really?
Paige.
Okay, cool.
It was her.
All right, I haven't seen
Yeah.
that one yet, but I wanted to. Yeah. okay. I
Yeah,
didn't
she's
know, so-
great.
Yeah. Okay.
She's actually part of the reason why I
Yeah.
wanted to see this.
okay.
So what were you saying
What was it?
about? Oh, you were admiring her.
Oh yeah, she was great. She played the perfect depressed girl. She was just like everyone like she was super like nice, but like from far away. Like she wasn't really nice. She's just super depressed the whole time, and like she acted exactly like every depressed person.
Yeah,
I've ever met.
exactly.
So-
Because it's a breakup thing.
Yeah, no, totally.
But I also like that, like, first in the beginning, too, we're all, like, up close in her face.
Mhm.
So, like, you get sympathetic with her.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy is always shot in a mirror.
Okay, so
like,
hang
he's
on.
the bad guy, so we
Let-
don't get to be near him.
Okay, let's talk about that guy real quick before let's go back to her because the guy's not really important even though he's
He was
there Christian.
Not a good actor, but
He-
I feel like it was deliberate.
Halfway through the movie, both times I watched it, like as soon as he talks about how he wants to also do his doctorate on whatever the fuck the black guy's doing the doctorate on, like ancient writing,
Yeah.
He I always think he's a different character. He's a different actor. I always go, oh shit, who's this guy?
Like, they switched
like,
me.
yeah, like immediately I
But
go,
that's
wait, why did they
because
switch
you
the
don't
characters?
see him until they go to the commune.
No,
he's-
he's
You see him, but a lot of the shots, he's in a mirror.
Hmm.
You are visually distanced from him
no.
until they go there.
I didn't
Yes,
feel
I
that way,
noticed
though.
it.
No, I didn't feel that way at
Like
all.
one of the big scenes between her and him,
Yeah.
you see her in the doorway, and next to her is a mirror, and he's in the mirror, and they're having
Okay.
the conversation, shooting towards her.
Is that the little argument
in the
that they
mirror.
have?
Yeah, they have the argument, and he's sitting at a desk, but you see him as a smaller image in the mirror.
Okay.
And then later, when he goes to his buddies to say, "Hey, I invited her," tell her
Oh,
it was
he's
your idea.
standing there and
You
he's-
see
okay,
them,
okay,
but you see
okay.
him in the mirror. Like
All
he
right,
is
yeah,
a
yeah,
distant character.
Okay. I mean, that could be why. It could be because all of it, and then then that's when you start seeing him like super like cameras like in his face. So maybe that's why all of a sudden
what
I just think this
I
guy's-
noticed too is like they make you. It's interesting because first you're like all up on her
Yeah.
to like connect to her. Then when
Yeah.
you get there, as you get closer there, when they get into it, you almost take like almost his buddy's stance as like you're in a documentary.
Mm.
There's a lot of like
Oh yeah.
mid-range
Yeah.
static shots where you just see the action as if you're there just standing watching, and then as it unfolds you actually like one of the ones that I really noticed, it starts to become more and more subjective until finally like when she spoilers after she sees him in that insane sex scene that we'll get
Oh
to.
my god. Yeah.
Remember she breaks down,
Yeah.
but the camera drops with her. And I was like, oh shit, now we're like, we went from the documentary, now we're all subjective. That's why I was like, oh, this is really like
Yeah, that part I can't tell you.
a
what
good
it is.
filmmaking
Yeah.
study, but I was like, this is
So-
like a very pretty embellished.
So like you didn't
Breakup
li-
movie.
did you not like it because it was a breakup movie or like or what?
I think I didn't like it because it was like, indulgent. It was
Oh,
so
really? You
long.
don't
I
like
don't
that
think
sort of
it didn't like it doesn't deserve 2.5 hours.
Why not?
Did you see the extended cut?
No. I
Was it
wanted
actually
to.
another 30 minutes?
I wanted to. I couldn't find it yet. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna do it. So wait, you don't? Do you not like scenes just for the sake of having scenes in a movie? Because like not every movie is like the greatest movie ever made. So, like,
No,
why not?
I know. I'm not trying to think
No,
like
right,
this
right.
should have been the greatest movie ever
Yeah,
made.
yeah. It's like what's like what because the drug scene was funny. It was probably like the funniest scene in the movie with that guy being what was that guy who was kind of a douchebag the whole movie, but he was kind of because they weren't really like he wasn't really a douchebag. He was just kind of like they made him seem like it was a jerk because it was a breakup movie, like you said.
The guy who brought them there.
No, that was the
Pele
Swedish guy. That guy was cool.
His
That,
brother or cousin Ingemar.
no, neither of them. The so they had it was Christian, it was the black guy, and then it was that jerk.
Oh, Will
kinda guy.
Poulter.
Will
who
Poulter,
actually
yeah.
like. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he was like. I actually thought that was funny
Yeah.
that they threw in the like stereotypical douche guy in a horror
Yeah.
movie.
Except he like he like I liked him as a character. Like he was cool. Like he wasn't really a douchebag. He was just
But he was an
I-
archetype.
yeah he was, but he just seemed like
He's a good
cool,
actor,
Yeah,
though.
he seemed like a good guy who was I don't know. I don't.
Who was
he
there
a
for his
jerk.
buddies, but thought it was fucking dumb.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I liked him a lot.
And he was
plus like he called it like it is. Like, hey man, you should break up with this chick.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
did
going
like
back
that.
to that, like that, her screaming was one of my favorite things. I love like when she found out her sister died, and she did that, or whatever the fuck that was fucking great. The second time I watched it, I'm like, oh my god, I forgot
Oh,
about
the
this.
flashbacks
It's
of
like-
the sister freaked me out.
Oh my God, like
show her
whatever-
face in the woods and shit.
That was like the Marilyn Manson cover of the back of the CD. You ever see the back of the CD?
No.
Okay, so back of the CD is Manson's second album. Was him like kind of naked and like flayed out, and he had like a respirator to his dick, and then he had 4 respirating masks to his band members who were like sniffing his cock in, and that's all I could imagine whenever they go back to their sister just dying of monoxide poisoning. Are you looking at it right now?
No. I'm
Oh.
seeing what else I got in my notes.
So yeah, I thought that was cool. And if all it is a breakup movie, it's one of my favorite ones.
We've kind of gone over everything that I had in my notes.
Okay, you've seen a lot of movies where they show drugs and stuff like that. What do you think of like showing the drugs in that scene with the mushrooms? Oh, and that's probably why they showed that scene, because like during the rest of the 2 hours of the movie, they kept going to like the weird shit because they're all on drugs the whole fucking movie.
Well, I know part of that too. I thought was like kind of showing like her connecting more and more to nature.
Yeah.
And them, like she's
like
finding her
seeing that
place
when
and
when
finding
she's
her
dancing and
family.
stuff like that, and she looks down, she sees the grass
Yeah.
growing at her. That's freaky as fuck.
I do actually like that. Like that was it for like the expression of a drug trip. Because
Yeah.
when that scene started, I was like, oh, fucking drug trips.
But it was like,
But then it was just like everybody just standing around giggling, and the guy's like, "Dude, lie down. Dude, are you lying down? Why aren't you lying down?"
And then like when she get what's her character name? Do you remember?
Oh, no,
I don't
that's
remember
pretty bad.
either.
I remember her actress
Yeah.
name. but
So
I don't know.
yeah. So she gets like I'm freaking out right now, and she walks towards the group of people, and they all start laughing at her, and then
Yeah.
she starts crying. She's like, they're all laughing at me.
This was totally like
Yeah, and then the
I'm-
Swedish
I'm
guy's
at a
like,
party.
no.
Yeah.
She's like, no.
they
this
were
is-
laughing before you got there. That guy was great.
That guy was great.
That
and
guy
then,
could probably lure me to my death.
That's what-
Ingemar?
Ingemar,
Not
yeah.
Pele. Pele's a little creeper.
Pele was the brother, right?
The Pele was their friend who brought
Oh,
them.
okay,
Ingemar
okay.
is the one who brought the British couple.
Oh, that's right. And then, yeah, when she goes to the bathroom right after that scene, that's when like you get that quick shot of her. She's in that dark bathroom, and then her like sister shows up when the lights turn off. That was. But okay, going back to why you asked that, like why that scene was there, is because like the whole rest of that movie is just like you get those little drug trips, and that's what started.
So you
like,
think
the whole-
that's supposed to establish, like, hey, from here on out, they're all fucked up all the time?
Yeah, because they were all fucked up the whole time. So,
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's where it started. My least favorite part of this movie, and it kind of goes right into it, when Pele's sister, the redhead,
Yeah.
she was very unattractive, and she's the one that keeps like
I
trying to
thought
fuck
that was
Christian.
the point. She was supposed to be very childish.
Yeah, she would, because
Even though
she
the
just,
actress
she
is
just
like
had her
20 years
first
old, and she's
bleeding
supposed to be
or
like
something
15.
like that.
But
Did you notice that him drinking her period blood?
yeah, of course.
I love that.
The movie telegraphs everything they're
It
going
does,
to do,
yeah, yeah.
which is kind of part of why I'm like, well, there's no surprise to it.
Sure.
That's why it's like you can study it
Yeah.
and look at all the parts of it,
Yeah.
but if you wanted to, like, God forbid, just watch a movie for the story,
Yeah, but you know, like
you're kind of like,
so-
well,
so-
you know where...
Yeah, no,
all
for
the beats are
you,
going.
sure, but for me, like I never guess ahead. whether my mind just like don't do that, or I just never even think to do
But
that.
then again, like it tells you. So
Yeah, but it
no,
doesn't.
I'm not saying like
Yeah,
no,
no, I'm
to
just
you.
saying.
I'm
I
just
just
saying.
don't think it does. I think it does for people like you, but I think the majority of people don't see it that way. If they were to sit down and watch it, I think. I just don't like the majority. There's no way. It's just like it's just a movie. Like, how would you know?
That everybody's
Right?
gonna die.
I don't know.
I have spoilers.
Well,
We
I
can
thought
find out
that was
now.
just a given. Like, that's a
Yeah.
horror movie. Everyone dies. Just that's a given.
The only thing I wasn't sure of, even though like
I did real quick because I'll forget it. I did like the transition from that redhead girl like putting the scissors under his pillow to putting period blood in his drink, and then like a pubic hair in his like pot pie or whatever.
yeah.
And then he goes off to the shack because somebody tells her like the old lady wants to talk to him, so he goes to the shack and he has that conversation with the old woman, and then she's like, "Oh, my daughter wants you" or something like
Yeah.
that, and he's like, "I think I ate her pussy hair." And the mom's like, "Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
right."
Oh,
And
yeah.
then the deadpan of "Yeah, I think that's right" fucking killed me twice. Every time I watched it, I'm just like, "Oh my god."
His thing I actually liked with the subtext of like it's a breakup and he's the cheating boyfriend, where it's like because
Why is he the cheating boyfriend?
because
He gets raped. If we're really
No,
looking
he
about
doesn't.
it, why not?
think of it
Okay.
first, like he's kind of knows this is going on, right?
Yeah.
And he's seen the tapestry with like their little
Oh, and this is
I
okay.
want you to fuck me voodoo,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So think of it first. She hands him a drink and says, "This makes you susceptible to influence or easily influenced," right? And he says, "No, I don't want it." And then she says, "Nah, you just drink it."
No,
and
the
he
guy
looks
did
at
that.
it.
The guy gave him that drink.
Well, with the guy, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, he has multiple steps.
But he's already fucked up at that point.
Right, but he has multiple steps where you see him, like he says no first, and then
Yeah.
he says okay fine. Where he knows what's going on,
Yeah.
and then he makes the choice to fall into it. Like later, like he knows
but
he
he
gets the
didn't make a
pube.
choice to-
He knows it's a pube, and then he still eats the fucking pie, dude.
Yeah.
And then he looks at the drink. He sees that his drink is different from everybody else's, and he knows they're fucking. I want to fuck
Hang
you,
on,
voodoo,
hang on.
and he drinks the shit.
Hang on a second. If several of us that we all know each other were on this Swedish getaway, and some redhead was randomly into you, and you ate a pot pie, you didn't eat all day. You're probably drunk. And it just had a little pube in it. Are you saying you
But
would not finish that pot pie?
He knows they're voodoo. He's studying.
Yeah, but he doesn't
he's
believe. He doesn't
studying
believe
them.
it.
He's studying them.
But he doesn't believe it. Nobody believes that guy. Like until going to that scene where the old people jump off the fucking cliff. There's like nobody actually believes anything's happening. Everyone's just like, we're just gonna get high. Everything's gonna be great.
I'm
right?
saying though, he has choices.
Yeah.
He walks into that.
Okay.
That's why it's like the subtext are he's like
I don't
the
know.
deliberate cheater.
That seems like such an anti-feminist message. I like.
What do you mean?
Because, like
that
you
takes
didn't-
away the power from them because
Yeah.
he chose to get raped by them.
Yeah, he's like totally got drugged up and raped.
No, okay.
That's just the way you're saying it. I think. I don't know.
No, okay. So I'm saying in the subtext,
Okay, sure.
it's saying he
I
made
feel
the
you.
choice.
Okay.
But yes, they influenced him and like he
Yeah.
is raped at the end. Yes.
My favorite part of the rape was how the old ladies wanted him to hurry up and finish
And
and
started
start
pushing
touching
his
their
butt.
butt.
So what got me was because I don't know if we need to explain the scene because we're
Let's
spoiling
explain the
everything.
scene.
Already.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so he
Please,
gets
please.
lured into basically impregnating this woman child.
Yeah.
But the way this commune does it is that like half the women
Yeah.
are there
All the older
in
women.
standing over her in a semicircle
Yes.
while
Doing
she's laying on a bed of flowers.
Doing like a dance of some sort.
They're like
right?
dancing and
yeah.
like grabbing at themselves.
And
almost-
they're like, hey, come here.
Yes.
Come on.
So once he gets into her, I guess like maybe her mother actually
Yeah.
comes down and starts like stroking her face
Yes.
and touching him and singing.
And yes.
that moment where he just stops and like looks at her like, I cackled so hard. I
Yeah.
like echoed through my house
Yeah, the
laughing
theater,
at
that was the loudest I've heard the theater in a very long time.
just laughing.
It's just like the whole scene was like you could hear people uncomfortable, like they were making uncomfortable noises, like they were sighing, or somebody went like somebody did that kind of noise.
So when the girl orgasms, all the other women also.
Yeah.
So that's one thing at the
Yeah.
commune. Whenever anybody has like extreme emotions,
Yeah.
it
all
like
have it.
reverbs to everyone there,
Yeah.
which I thought was a really cool way to show their connection. So
Yeah.
when this girl orgasms, all the women in the circle start orgasming and
That was
moaning
wild.
and groaning too. That was just like, oh.
Is that when they? They don't kill him right away, right? He burns in the house.
No, yeah, they paralyzed him.
that.
That was actually weirdly, with the way everything went,
Mm-hmm.
I was still in the moment where cause the girl has to choose between him and another, like a guy of the tribe.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I was like, oh, I wonder which she'll choose. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, well, it's got to be him. But
Yeah.
I was still like, oh, maybe we'll get a surprise here and it'll be the other guy.
Yeah.
But
So what do you think about so Christian got burned to death? They had like at the very end they had a big like burning, right? Where they
Yes.
burned another old dude for some reason. And then they burned like two skeletons or the skeletons, two scarecrow kind of creatures things.
well, that was the old people who'd killed themselves with trees
Oh.
put into them.
No, it wasn't because they were burned
You had-
already. They were cremated already.
No, you had the old people
Uh-huh.
who had trees coming out of them.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
You
yeah. So they weren't the ones
had-
that jumped.
Two of the victims as like sack people,
Yeah. Okay.
or three of them,
Yeah.
and then you had the two willing
Oh, that's right. The volunteers.
volunteers.
They were just kind of sitting having a conversation.
and then
Christian.
you had four sack people, the guests, the new bloods,
Yeah,
two
yeah.
volunteers, and then you had Christian.
Yeah.
The only thing did you make anything of the fact that they have like their like magic you won't feel anything powder, but then they felt excruciating pain? I thought that might have meant something.
I thought I don't know. I thought they was just to calm the fuck down, just give them heroin until they.
Right, but it didn't work at all.
Oh, it did work, but they hurt extremely at the end, but like it chilled them out enough to actually go through with it in the first
I don't know.
place.
I felt like there was something there, but I couldn't like decipher it.
I wouldn't know. Yeah, that would be beyond me.
So clearly there is a lot to.
Yeah. So give me your top
Pick
3
apart
favorite
in this
scenes, I
movie.
guess. Give me your 3 favorite scenes of this one. We couldn't do it for Doom because it'd really just be one.
Let me think. Top
Yeah.
3 for this.
So I guess I'll give you mine. I guess if you think. How's that?
I can start. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so for me, it is actually the third one would be the drug scene. I love the drug scene. I loved how
Okay.
funny it was. I loved how it ended with her waking up like 24 hours later on the
It
ground.
does make more sense to me now that
Um,
we've talked about it.
and stuff like that. So I like scenes for no reason. The second one would be the dance scene where she's crowned the Mayflower Queen or whatever it is.
Yeah.
She does like the pole dancing throughout, and it's like a 10-minute scene of them like
Oh,
dancing.
yeah, it was crazy.
It just goes on
and
forever.
then she like learns Swedish in the middle of it
Yes,
because now she's part of them.
Yes, and like also that scene all the way to her choking on the fucking sardine that they shove in her
Oh
mouth.
yeah, the good luck herring.
And then they all
the
laugh
salt
at her,
herring.
and she gets so sad. I love when she's sad.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. And I don't remember my first scene, my first favorite scene. So you gotta
All
go now before
right,
I
so
remember.
for sure, one of them is that moment where like her pain reverbs with the other girls, so they all cry with her.
Oh
Because that was a great
That's
moment
right, yeah.
where now she's part of them and they can pick up her emotion and the way the camera work.
Yeah,
Like, I
forgot
already talked about the
yeah,
camera
just
work
like
in
the
that scene.
orgasms. That was came before the orgasm.
Yeah, I really liked that scene.
That was a great scene. Yeah.
I already said that one. I like that one shot during
Yeah,
the
the
drive
upside down
in.
thing. Yeah.
I wouldn't say I like the whole drive in.
Yeah.
You know, weirdly, the scene, you say scenes with no reason. This scene had a reason, but it went on long. I really liked that scene where now she's been invited, she shows up at the guy's place and hangs out. Like, it's very natural, very real.
Oh, yeah, and uncomfortable.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh shit, she shouldn't be here. And like, the other
What
guys
did
leave.
what did Will Poulter say to this friend, to Christian? Like, he took him aside.
He
What did
said,
say?
"Hey man, can you look at this paragraph for
Yeah,
me?"
yeah,
And then just closed his laptop and left the room.
But what did he say to him when in the other room? I forget.
I don't remember.
I remember. He said
Because I
that.
remember
That's hilarious.
it went back to her and the other guy, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this guy's a creeper." That was the first moment where we're like, "Oh, he's a creeper."
But he didn't seem like a creeper. He
Well,
like
he
a creeper.
just lured them to their deaths.
Okay, well, that's hindsight.
Yeah.
I thought he was just a swell fella.
Yeah, but I like that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like even though like we knew what was gonna happen, we were gonna
Oh,
die.
and it ends with that great shot too, where she like breaks down and runs to the bathroom, and then the shot switches into the airplane bathroom.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
That was a great transition.
Yeah, that was a cool scene. I like when the Indians were about to leave after, I guess the Indian couple from the UK, they were about
Yeah.
to leave, and then like they take the guy out, And then they're like, oh, your friend, he left. He'll be back in 30 minutes. And she's like, why would he do that? And he's like, oh, there wasn't room in the truck.
Actually, yeah. I'll be with you on that one. Because that was a great scene with the back and forth. And again, that's one of those where it's just documentary style. Just straight on mid-shot. And like... Florence Pugh's character, she's just standing there watching it.
And that's when you start feeling it like, uh-oh, this isn't good at all.
Yeah.
And then the scene after that, like all the scene, like the next scene, something else is happening in the village, but you hear screams like in the distance, really softly, and everyone goes like, what was that, a scream? What's going on? But nobody says anything because they all think it's just a big party. So like they don't process that someone's screaming to their death, and it's probably their Indian friend. And so I guess my favorite scene is just obviously the two old people jumping to their death. I just thought it was great because it actually happened, even though I knew it was gonna happen. But like just like I keep calling him the black guy because I don't know his fucking name. But like the black guy knew what was gonna happen. And he told nobody.
He was like totally thrilled to see it.
Yeah, when they told like the night before, they're like, we're doing the stupa, and then the black guy's like, you're doing the stupa?
Yeah, really?
A real one? And he's like, or something like that.
He's like,
and
then smiles and like puts his hands behind his head.
And then Christian's like,
stupa time.
What is a stupa time? And then he's just like, And they're like, oh, come on, it's unfair.
Is it scary? And he's just like, oh, man.
And then they fucking jump to their death.
Yeah.
How would you have reacted when you see? I thought you.
I would have been
pretty okay with it.
No. I would have been the English couple. I'd been like, nope.
Oh, really?
We're going. We're leaving. I was like, but then again, like they're all fucked up and on drugs, but like, so they can't.
They didn't seem to be on drugs.
But we just agreed that the initial drug scene is to say that they're at some level fucked up the entire movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess the last thing is, where'd the book go?
Oh yeah,
because if they think black guy stole the book,
that was just like misdirection from them, just like, oh, your friend, this is your fault. It was just keeping them unbalanced.
I did like even though it was like really overstressed, but I actually liked how much they show Christian as like a loner.
Oh, yeah.
Where like she's seeking community and they're all about community and like shared connections and feelings, and he's like so far away that he can't even like collaborate with his best friend. Well, his friend doesn't want to like collaborate, but even his friend kind of comes back around, and he's like, no. Yeah. He's like he won't listen to their advice.
Yeah.
When they come back around and like want to collaborate, he won't do that. Like he is the ultimate loner.
I thought they should have left out the creepy, even though it was only like maybe 3 minutes of the film, but like the creepy faced retarded kid.
Like, what was that? Was that just like kind of like just saying religion is retarded? Was that just because they're like religious books is just like retarded coloring?
I didn't catch that till you said it, but that makes complete sense. So, but also like
I don't know if I'm just being defensive because I am religious. Maybe I'm just like, hey, come on.
But like the director loves throwing weird faced people.
Oh yeah, see, I didn't see Hereditary.
Oh yeah,
it also looked really long and really grueling.
It was really long and
grueling. This one looked a little bit more whimsical and bright, despite everything.
It was pretty whimsical and bright. I loved Will Poulter pissing on the holy tree. And the guy
that was
he's
great.
He's like, I had to pee.
Hey, that's when he was like the archetype douche. Like, I just had to pee. What's the big deal? Oh, so there's a dead tree. It's like, no, stop! You piss on our ancestors. I don't know what voice was that. You piss on our ancestors. No.
Pretty accurate, yeah. All right, so okay. I guess out of 10, not out of 7. What would you give Midsommar?
A 10 out of 7? You mean
no,
out of 10?
Yes. What would you give it?
Out of 10, a 6.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just because I don't see myself watching it again. Yeah. If I wanted to really study it and like, decipher what it's trying to say, or even just look at it, because like it is shot extremely as meant to be like a painting.
Yeah.
Which I do admire.
Yeah.
But I just think, I don't know, there's movies that are beautiful and have something to say that are also entertaining.
Yeah.
And I mean, not that it's not entertaining, but it's very long. It's indulgent. And I go back to that word again because I really
maybe I just like indulgent things that I agree with.
Well, most people have liked this. I'm in the minority here kind of saying it was just a bit too into itself. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then, I would give it like a 9.5.
It was very well liked.
I loved it. I loved everything. I loved the characters. I thought they were all real. It's hard to get them real. It's hard to get real characters.
Yeah, the characters were good. I like that they spent the time with it. Even one of my notes was like, oh, they're building the characters like Hitchcock did in The Birds. But it's the same thing. I was like, I feel like The Birds is one of his slowest movies.
Although I will say, like, if the main character wasn't her, like if it was like Christian or the black guy, I'd just be like, this movie would be maybe an 8.
If they flipped it and it was about a guy getting broken up with a
yeah.
girl and all our friends were girls?
Yeah. Because like I just like whenever I play video games, I try to make a chick character. I like looking at women, so it's like just this woman there. It makes everything better for me. I like women. I guess
she was a very real character too.
Yeah,
She was the best in the bunch.
Yeah,
and she's a great
and I'm glad
actress.
she wasn't like she was beautiful in the movie, but she was like kind of fat. She wore like yoga shorts, yoga pants the whole time.
Well, that's like her thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think she's gonna be like one of the next like huge actresses.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think cool.
Oh, your neck is exploding.
No, it's actually all right.
All right, so you 9.5.
9.5 was one of my This came second place to Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for this year.
For this year.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's it for us tonight.
Pretty good. 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's our normal time for these short episodes.
Yeah.
I hope you all have enjoyed it. Next time we should all be back together again for our Cops episode.
Ooh.
And then after that, we're doing a special on Joker.
Oh, all right.
I hope so.
We'll have to get a second movie in there then for.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, cool.